5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Have you ever gone to a block party, Robin?
Oh, yeah. A lot of fun.
Party? Yeah, I remember going to a block party when I was a kid. It was like 2 or 3 houses, and I used to say, this isn't a whole block. It's just 2 or 3 houses. But there's a real block party happening in Ocala, and it happens every year, and it's over at Druid Hills United Methodist Church, and it's this coming Saturday, and it's free. Do I need to tell you any more? And it's fun. John Batten has been a member of that church for, I guess, as long as I've known that church. And so that's how we know John. He's in the studio right now. And he's with Pastor Brian Sanderson. And they're talking to us about the block party, which is this Saturday, right? Just this Saturday, right? And It's from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. It's always fun, and it's always free, and there's always food. So good morning, John and Brian. Good morning, sirs. How are you guys?
Doing well.
How was the pumpkin patch? How did that work? How did you?
This was a record year for us.
Was it really?
Yes. We had nearly 4,300 pumpkins shipped in this year.
Wow.
In 2 shipments, as in addition to over 2,000 of the real small ones in the gourds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you know what the small ones are? The small ones are Heloise lantern. Jack-o'-lantern's little sister is named Heloise.
Oh, okay.
And she's the small one that sits in the cornucopia of love on Thanksgiving.
That's right.
All right.
And you know why she has no face? Because it's bowed while saying grace.
Oh.
Yes.
You ever hear that?
How have I missed that?
I don't know. It's a mystery. So yeah, it's a Heloise lantern.
That's great. Great to know.
So you had a little bit of a delay because of Hurricane Matthew, right?
It was a delivery problem with the first shipment, and that was due in on a Tuesday, and didn't come in till Friday. But and normally the Forest High School Air Force ROTC, junior ROTC,
Right.
people help us unload.
Right.
Been doing that for years, but because the truck was coming in on Friday, they weren't available.
Oh no!
But
So that's a lot of work. Who did it?
we beat the bushes.
You did it?
And Vanguard High School Navy people helped out. It wasn't
Oh,
a
wow.
full
Oh, good,
contingent, but
good.
great help. And many of them brought friends, and I have some teenagers living in our area, and contacted them
a lot of
parents,
work.
and even though they don't go to the church, they all showed up and helped.
Did you do it
offload.
yourself?
Yes.
You did?
Well, I'm at the age where I no longer lift those big ones.
Pastor Brian, you look young enough. Did you do it?
I was sore for a week.
Were you able to do it without getting your shirt dirty?
That's relative. Dusty. I got
That's
it
hard.
dusty.
That's hard to do. That's a dirty job. Oh my gosh! We went 2 years and we did a video one of the years.
Yes.
We didn't help. We just took pictures.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh,
That's a help.
it was really a lot of work. You could tell, and they were. I mean, the teamwork and the spirit of helping was just so beautiful.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it just shows you what you can do when people come together. So the block party is a way, am I right, to thank the community for that?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Part of its purpose is to thank the community for supporting the pumpkin patch. And this year was a record year in sales for it. They've been having these for over 21 years. This
21
was
years.
the 21st year.
Wow.
with the
Wow.
pumpkin patch.
Did you make anything out of the pumpkins? Any pie or anything? Any latte?
Not on the
Latte.
That's for the customers.
I think you need more cinnamon for that instead of pumpkin.
Can I ask a theological question, Pastor?
Sure.
This is mostly about the Methodist symbol, the cross with the cloth on it. Okay. We went to New York City, Robin and I, and we saw that cross that was uncovered from the World Trade Center attacks. You know the cross I'm talking about, that made out of the beams?
Yes.
Are you familiar with how it looks?
Yes.
I'm trying to picture it.
Okay. Well, when
structure.
during the rescue, the rescue guys in the rubble found a cross made out of beams and was huge. And on the cross is this, I guess, aluminum, some kind of a metal just draped over it, and it looks exactly like the symbol for the Methodist Church.
How about that?
And
I
it's-
should be aware of that.
I'm
looking for it.
Yeah, look it up.
Yes,
World Trade Center cross, and then you'll see a photo of it, hopefully.
Awesome.
Do you see it?
Yes, I do. Yes, that is similar.
And do you see the metal that's draped
I
across
do.
it?
I do.
And doesn't that look like or remind you of the Methodist?
I'm going to claim it. Yes, that's it.
All right. So what? I mean,
It leaves a little to interpretation, but we're claiming it.
We did an interview with oh gosh, Corporal or something. What was his name again?
Yes. Oh gosh.
From Port Authority Police.
Yeah.
But anyway, he told this amazing story of discovering that and how everybody stood there and said prayers.
Lieutenant Keegan.
Keegan, thank you. And anyway, so I've always wondered, I mean, since this interview, I've always wondered, is there a meaning to the cloth? I mean, we all know the meaning of the cross, but what is the meaning of the cloth? That's my theological question. I
just pertaining to the UMC church, right?
I guess so, because that's the only place I ever see it.
You're right. Well, it's a flame.
Oh, that's a flame.
It's a flame. The red, you'll see two pieces coming together. In 1968, the Methodist Church and the Evangelical United Brethren become one church, the United Methodist Church.
Oh, so that's not a cloth.
Nope, it's a flame. The Holy Spirit bringing kind of bringing to life this larger entity to be a more of a force for God's mission in the world.
Oh, okay.
I have to look at it again.
That's interesting.
But during when we have the Easter tableau,
right,
and and we have the three crosses that are in our island all the time, then the center cross is draped in
with a cloth. Maybe that's why I was thinking
cloth,
that.
Yeah.
And
okay. That's probably why then.
All right, so
visual.
Got my religious question in there.
Hope your day goes better.
So what's planned for Saturday? What kind of fun things do you have planned?
Well, one thing we do need to clarify is that we're having a rummage sale also.
Oh, you are?
Oh,
one of the church, the ladies groups in the church, the Sisters of Soul, are conducting this fundraiser rummage sale to raise funds to send kids to church camps. And so their rummage sale is from 8 to 4.
Okay.
And then the block party is from 10 to 2.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so the rummage sale.
Yeah.
So we go to the rummage sale and we will be able to buy what?
Lots of rummage. I've seen the fellowship hall is covered with you name it, it's probably in there.
Furniture, clothing,
all that,
toys,
trinkets, knickknacks, and
really?
paddywhacks.
Really?
Snow skis.
What is it?
And can't use anymore.
Snow skis, really?
Are they yours?
They come in handy here.
They were yours?
Nice. I have to look at those.
Can you put your headphones on? We have callers calling in, so let's take some of these calls and let me just make sure you can hear me. If you can hear me, then you'll be able to hear your callers. Can you hear me?
Yes.
In the headphone, I mean. Pastor, can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you.
All right, let's go to the phone. You got a couple of people calling. Good morning. You're on the air. Thank you for calling. Going once, going twice. I don't hear anybody. All right, let me try it. I got another one here. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, Larry. Good morning, Robin. Good morning, everybody.
Hey.
This is Robert.
Hey, Robert.
Rummage sale is a word I learned in California for garage sale.
Okay.
They call it rummage sale. And where's this rummage sale going to be at?
Druid Hills United Methodist Church on the corner of Southeast 17th Street and Lake Weir. It's at the same location as the Pumpkin Church.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Have a great day.
Yeah, his question made me realize that we made a mistake. We assume everybody knows where your church is, and everybody does not. So the address again is?
1712 Southeast Lake Weir Avenue.
Okay. And then if you know the Pumpkin Patch Church, I think there's another church in Weirsdale or something that does a pumpkin patch.
And Bellevue has a church that also did it.
Okay, but this is the one in the area called Druid Hills, and I think you're the last remnant of that whole thing, right? I don't think because there used to be the Druid Hills Pharmacy, the Druid Hills Bicycle Shop.
Yeah. You're right. I hadn't found anything else with that name.
I think you're the last one there. Yeah. Well, the hills are gone. So.
So when you have the block party, you also have a lot of activities for children.
Yes, it's designed for children. Mm-hmm. This year we'll be having the bounce house, the choo-choo train, clowns.
Well, good for you.
Rock wall climb.
You didn't buy into that whole stupid thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. I've not mentioned that to them. I'll just let them roll with it.
No, clowns aren't all scary. I mean, you know this thing I'm talking about that was in the news. But like Ronald McDonald was even put on the back burner for a while.
Yeah.
And, that's a bad choice of words, but
This is the Ocala Clown Express group, and we have them every year.
And they're sweet.
They do face painting.
They're
Yes.
so good. They're so
and
good.
They do the
Balloons.
animals and tell jokes with the kids. And try
John,
to
I think
make
you
them
were left
smile.
out of
Yeah.
that whole story.
I think he was.
Yeah.
But if these clowns act up, we know where to find them.
They
And-
can't run very fast, for sure.
And you have some music there.
No, we won't be having any entertainment during that time. No.
But hot dogs and
Hot- yeah,
hamburgers
the
and
hot
stuff like
dogs
that.
And drinks are free.
Uh-huh.
And we'll have the fire truck there as well, and face painting, and kiddie games where they go inside the education building, and for the youngsters under 8,
The bean toss. And,
bean toss and ring toss and things of that nature. Yeah.
oh, nice.
It's always a fun event. Do you typically end up with somebody discovering the church and becoming a member of the church? Does that happen on?
It has happened on some occasions. I can remember a few years ago where one person who came, a young lady, was very depressed and happened upon it and subsequently revealed to the pastor that that was when she was planning to commit suicide.
Oh.
Oh,
And it
my
changed,
gosh.
that changed her life. And she didn't do it because of the
Well, the one-
reception of the community.
And the camaraderie
Yeah.
that's there. A lot of people
Absolutely.
lose that.
That's the one thing that I get out of that event is that you all are so loving. I don't know if that's a corny word or not. I mean, you're so open and friendly, and it makes you realize that the world is not such a bad place. You got a lot of good people. Because we go through our days and we're in our cars, and you get that, what do you call road rage thing going on. You don't really get to see anybody. Then you go to the grocery store and you get behind somebody who's going slow. And you say, come on, I want to get my Cocoa Puffs, We don't really get to hang out a whole lot. And social media is maybe one way of doing it, but not the same as hanging out. So
Are you going to have a bake sale there too?
We do not have a bake sale. We have a cake walk.
Oh,
There
okay.
are people from the ladies from the church cook, not just ladies, cook, prepare cakes, brownies, cookies, and things like that. And we have under a tent the numbers around 1 to 25. People stand on them, turn on the music. And then when the music stops, we pull the numbers out of a hat.
Oh.
And they get to
that's
select
fun.
whatever the dessert is that's
Yeah.
out there. So we have a number of those during the time.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Pastor Brian Sanderson and John Batten are in the studio from the Druid Hills United Methodist Church. They're here to promote the block party, which is happening this Saturday, and the rummage sale. So let me make sure I understand this. The rummage sale is from 8 till 4?
That's correct.
And the block party is from
10 till 2?
Correct.
10 till 2. Okay, so the rummage sale is the big one. That's all day long. And if you're looking for something, clothing, you have any winter clothing there? Somebody can, you have skis.
It should be bibs.
All right, we'll take a little break and we'll be right back. If you want to call in, you're welcome to do that. The number is 622-9622. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Wednesday, intervals of clouds and sunshine. There can be a shower in spots before the day is through. High 75 to 79. Wednesday night, partly cloudy skies. Lows in the 50s. Inland 62 along the coast. Thursday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid to upper 70s. For Friday, mostly sunny. The high 76 to 80. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Veterans Day in the U.S. is also known as Armistice Day in other parts of the world, and it honors the many military who have fought for freedom. It is also the anniversary of the signing of the armistice that ended World War I. Major hostilities formally ended at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918. The folks at the Voice of South Marion join you in remembering military past and present.
Experience Christmas at Gaylord Palms, presented by Fujifilm Instax, November 18th through January 1st. Enjoy spectacular holiday decor, dining, and entertainment, including ice, with an all-new theme featuring a Charlie Brown Christmas, Cirque Dreams Unwrapped stage show, breakfast with Charlie Brown and friends, Alpine Rush snow tubing, and much more. It's everything Christmas in one extraordinary place. Tickets and overnight packages, including priority extra cool hour admission to ice, are on sale now at Christmas@GaylordPalms.com.
Christmas time is here, and this holiday season, Gaylord Palms puts a brand new twist on a Christmas classic. It's Ice, presented by Pepsi, featuring a Charlie Brown Christmas by Charles Schulz, November 18th through January 1st. See the whole Peanuts gang carved in over 2 million pounds of colorful ice, including Snoopy's decorated doghouse and dancing at the holiday play rehearsal. Your awe-inspiring experience concludes with the wonder of the nativity in ice. For tickets and packages, visit Christmas@GaylordPalms.com.
We all know the importance of good health, but we may not know the latest advances in medicine that are available to us. Monday at 9 a.m., Bern Paraiso will be our roving medical reporter to tell us about Seven Hill Gastroenterology PA and Dr. Reddy. We'll discuss screening, techniques, and more. So tune in and listen. This is more than news you can use. It's news that could save your life. That's Monday at 9:05 a.m.
Are you a list maker? Got your day planner laid out to structure your day? Well, here's something to add to your list. Make time for something really important. Visit Highland Memorial Park, because how you prepare for that moment is so important. Why Highland? Sure, it's a beautiful place, but aside from the beauty and the quiet reflection, practical people will appreciate the many options. Take a tour and make some serious plans. The Highland staff will confidentially show you all options and payment plans. Call today, 369-1020, Highland Memorial Park. Peace and reflection for your family.
All right, 22 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. We have something fun happening here in Ocala. Let's see. The Cubs won the World Series. That's kind of interesting.
Yep.
Biff is now going to be the president.
That's right.
If you're a Back to the Future fan, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's a joke. But the one thing that is
Staple.
Staple. Thank you, Robin. A staple is the fact that we have a church in our community that gives us a block party every year around this time. Wow. It's always this time of year.
After the pumpkins.
After the pumpkin, and so that means every 4 years it's after a presidential election, right?
That
Yes.
would be correct.
Maybe before.
Did you stay up late watching?
Oh
the
gosh,
results?
I did. Yep, I did.
And were you happy with the results?
I'm just happy it's over.
Happy it's over. Yeah.
But I'm encouraged that I do have hopes, for our country that we're gonna unite and do better.
To bring religions and your pastor into this whole thing, my prayer was, regardless of who I voted for, my prayer was that God would let us as Americans pick the right person. So hopefully we did, and hopefully he does a job that is good for all of us. He's said a lot of things that would not necessarily set well with God, I'm sure. But at the same time, we have to have somebody in there. So.
But what he had to say this morning, or last night,
When
3 o'clock.
Yeah.
3 o'clock was very encouraging.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
So when people are coming to the block party tomorrow, then Pastor, you're going to be there, and if people want to talk to you about the church or to take a tour of it, or if they have anything on their mind at all, they can approach you and you'll sit one-on-one with them.
Absolutely. They can have their religious questions answered, theological questions.
What is the hardest religious question you normally get?
Oh, gosh, probably where did God come from? Kids like that one, and some adults.
Yeah.
Can God create a rock too heavy that he can't lift?
Oh, my. I like that question.
Yeah. Did Adam have a belly button? Those are good ones.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. Does God like block parties?
Yeah. Would God be the DJ?
What music would he pick? Yeah.
Right.
Does he like contemporary Christian music? I like contemporary Christian music. Do you like it?
I do. I don't think Jesus should ever be any of our boyfriend, though. Kind of.
What?
You got to distinguish, who are they singing to? Is it the Lord of the universe, the great I am, our Lord, our Savior?
Oh, I see.
Or is you're singing to your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other.
Yeah.
You have to just, theologically.
We went.
Listen.
I was in New York a month ago. My son and I went to St. Patrick's Cathedral because it's a huge cathedral, and we were sitting there. and there was no service going on, but we were just kind of in awe of this amazing church. And he said, "Do they play an organ here like they do in other churches?" I said, "I don't really know." And then just then, there was, we turned around, and up in the balcony, there's a huge organ back there. So it's just, I guess that's just typical of churches a lot. Good morning. Oh, if you put your headset on, you'll be able to hear the caller. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. This is Bob. I have a question for probably Brian knows this, but do you know why they say amen instead of a women?
I'll let you tell us.
Okay, it's because they sing hymns instead of hers.
This is a familiar voice.
Yeah, it's just a familiar voice.
In fact, this is the voice of our block party co-chairman.
Oh, okay.
That's correct. That's correct.
He takes care of getting all the
we're looking forward to the
out.
community to come out and see what we have there on our campus. So
yeah,
and we invite.
Thank you very much.
And he resembles Larry David a little bit.
Is that right? Thank you, Larry and Robin, for having us on there to promote our festivities there. Of course. And I know that I'm sure that they know, but you have a song about our pumpkin patch, so we appreciate that.
Yes,
Larry.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'll see you Saturday.
Yeah, Facebook reminded me of that song this past season, a couple weeks ago.
For our listeners, a number of years ago, Robin and Larry came down and had a concert.
Yeah.
And among the songs they sang is one that they themselves composed. And it was a very good song.
The Pumpkin Patch at Druid Hills.
Right.
Yeah.
When are your church services?
Sunday, 10:30 a.m.
Mm-hmm. And do you have Sunday school also?
We do. We have a nursery that's, we have a full-time staff for it. It's a safe place to drop off your kids and go enjoy some adult time with Jesus and your friends. Working on a children and youth program. Hopefully in the near future we'll continue to reach more younger families and can be able to offer that. But currently that's a work in progress. But we have a wonderful group of folks, young adults, who love the Lord. They love their community. I'm definitely learning that. We're a missional type church. We love to do outreaches, be in and about the community, not just ourselves. That's great to be a part of.
What's the hardest part about being a pastor? Funerals? It's got to be hard.
Funerals are kind of hard. They're not as hard as weddings. That may surprise you.
Really?
Weddings go on all, you've got the premarital counseling for months, and then you have the coordinator to deal with. Funerals, you just love on the families. And as hard as that, I don't mean to just kind of brush over that, but paperwork might be the hardest part. Meetings and...
Talking about the Sunday service, after our Sunday service, many in the congregation head over to the fellowship hour where we have a meal. And it's not a potluck meal in that everyone brings something, but particular groups, like the men have the third Sunday. So the men bring the meal and set it up, and other women's groups do other days and other
What's
Sundays.
the difference between the food the men bring and the food the women bring?
Well, I think the men do a pretty good job.
You think they're doing a good job? Does that mean the women don't?
No, they do. They do.
But I was just wondering, are the men bringing lots of meat and barbecue sauce, and the women bring?
Well, yeah, we have
casseroles
the roadkill hash and meatballs and.
They didn't tell me that's what it was.
What was the restaurant that said they were going to start serving venison? Was it Arby's or Wendy's or something?
Arby's, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to start serving venison. Oh my God, Hardee's. I think it was Hardee's. Hardee's.
Oh, okay. Well, this block party is always something everybody looks forward to because you have food and you've got beverages, you've got stuff for the children, you've got the firefighters out there, and now this year you're having a rummage sale, yard sale. Really, really incredible. And face painting with the clowns, really awesome. They do a good job.
Robin ended it perfectly.
And that's Saturday.
This Saturday.
We'll continue to remind our listeners. Pastor Brian Sanderson, thank you for coming in. John Batten, good to see you, sir.
Thank you for having us.
Good to see you all again.
We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Donald Trump getting calls from Hillary Clinton and President Obama after his upset win, telling supporters gathered in